Hey YouTube, Pipe here, coming to you from a nice sunny, windy South Carolina. Alright, well today is going to be a Disney video on Walt Disney World Transportation. With housekeeping, Peterson pipe, first time trying, first time loving, Cornell and Deal Bourbon Blue, little Wemerangi Scotch, La Santa, given to me by a very good friend in the Disney community. Alright, why Disney Transportation? Because Disney Transportation is important. It will get you anywhere and everywhere within the parks. Some for free, some you gotta pay. Alright, let's get started. The first ones are the free ones. There are three main forms of free transportation. You got your buses, you got your boats, and you got your monorail. Walt Disney World includes another one for free, but it doesn't really take you to and from anywhere in the park, just take you to your resorts. But my family and I use free transportation. We barely take a car within the parks. Only time we take our car is to go outside the parks, to go to a grocery store or something like that. But once we arrive at Disney World, we park our car, forget about it, and the only time we go back to it is to start it up, make sure it ain't dead when we leave. All right, but the first mode of transportation is free, complimentary, is bus transportation. That is probably the most massive form of transportation, most numbers of vehicles. The buses will take you anywhere and everywhere within the Disney parks, from any resort, any park, any water park, and Disney Springs. Sorry, I just got a text right there and lost my train of thought. Sorry. Now, most buses will take you to and from your resorts and the parks with no stopping or anything like that. Some buses, though, depending on what resort you have, may go from one resort to another, then on to the parks or your destination, Disney Springs or water parks. Like Polynesian, if you're going anywhere beside Magic Kingdom, you should be taking a monorail. Get to that. If you're going anywhere beside Magic Kingdom, they'll stop at the Contemporary first and then go on to your destination. Some resorts, like Port Orleans, Riverside, I believe, Caribbean Beach, most of the values, have what they call a bus loop, which is there's an internal bus system. Well, there's a bus loop. Internal bus isn't something different. There's a bus loop that you go to one of many bus stops in the resort. They'll pick you up, go around to other bus stops within the resort, and then go on to the destination. The campgrounds have an internal bus system, which, because it's so large, they'll drop you off, pick you up within the campground area. And buses are used when anything else is down. Boats and ferries and monorails, they're going to send a bus to come pick you up. Water transportation. There's water transportation to mostly all parks and Disney Springs from mostly all hotels. Magic Kingdom area and TTC, you can get a boat to Magic Kingdom from any resort and a TTC. TTC is a one-shot. Magic Kingdom areas like Polynesian, Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, and Grand Floridian, I believe most of them are one stop. Some of them are two stops. I think Poly and Wilderness Lodge. Wilderness Lodge and Campground share a boat, and Poly and Contemporary sometimes share a boat before they go on the Magic Kingdom. The Disney Springs area. When you go to Disney Springs, they're going to have what they call water taxis, and those boats go from Saratoga Springs, Port Orleans, Old Key West to and from Disney Springs. I believe most of those are one stop. I only used it one time. And then water taxis, that's in the Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Boardwalk, Beach Club, Yacht Club area. those take you to and from those resorts and Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Now there is no, they don't stop at each resort. They got little water stops out there in the lake. You go out there from your hotel and get on one, they'll take you. And the Swan and Dolphin, Swan and Dolphin's also included in those friendship boats. There's also a friendship boat in the park in Epcot that take you to and from Future World, but that's not really transportation to and from your parks. But for boats. Now, monorails. Sore subject to I know, sore subject to some. The monorail's been in existence at Disney World since its inception, since it opened up in 1970 something. I forgot the number. 71, I believe. Don't yell at me if I'm wrong. The monorails go to all the Magic Kingdom resorts except Wonders Lodge from the TTC, and they got a rail to Epcot. There's two rails on the Magic Kingdom side. That is Express, which is just TTC Magic Kingdom, TTC Magic Kingdom. And then they have the Resort Loop, which is just, they stop at every resort in a TTC and go to Magic Kingdom. Unfortunately, it's up in the air. I've seen numerous reports, numerous news, that as of January 22nd, 2018, which is yesterday, the monorail is under refurbishment until further notice. Again, I can't really confirm. Some places say they're closed, some places say it's open. Walt Disney World website says nothing about closure. But I'll get to that toward the end. Here's the fourth one that was free I was talking about. Again, it's not really transportation within the parks. It's called the Magical Express. If you fly into the Orlando International Airport, you can get free transportation from the airport to your resort. And once you get off your plane, you ain't got to collect your baggage. You just get off the plane, go to the Magical Express area, and leave. Now, you must book this before you leave on your trip. I've never done Magical Express, but from what I have been told, it's not you go on Magical Express and go straight to the Poly, if that's where you're staying. Yes, you go to go to each resort, and when you get to yours, you get off. And also, you get a free ride back to the airport once your vacation is complete. Coming in the future is the Skyliner. Again, controversy. Some folks like it, some folks hate it. I don't know. I do want to ride it. But I heard there's no AC, and we always travel in the summer, so it might be no bueno. But it's a gondola system that will connect Pop Century, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, and the Disney Riviera Resort, which is going to be the new DVC Resort, and Epcot, I believe. All right, and also there's also pay for transportation, or fee-based transportation. Yeah, fee-based transportation. There's only one that's run by Disney. That's called the minivans, which is fairly new, I think within the past 6 months. And they are 6-passenger Chevy Traverses. Kind of like a little mini SUV kind of thing. It's a point-to-point transfer. It's $20 per ride, no matter how far you're going, and it's driven by a cast member. Guests staying at deluxe resorts and one DVC resort, which is at Old Key West, can take advantage of this. And they operate between the hours of 6:30 a.m. and 12:30 a.m. Take you anywhere on property. I have not done this. I haven't used it, so I can't tell you anything about it. But I've heard good things. One of my good friends, he frequent guest at Walt Disney World, has used this and enjoyed it. It's based off the Lyft ride share system, You download the app, you download your My Disney Experience app, and somehow they connect. And when you go on to book a ride, you just pull your Lyft app up, and I want to ride, and choose minivan. A cool thing I like about it, they do come equipped with 2 versatile child seats. And when I see what a versatile child seat was, it's basically front. You can make it a front, you can make it a rear facing, you can make it a booster if need be, which will help us a lot. And one cool thing is minivans can go park at the Magic Kingdom near the bus stop area, and that's the case only. That's the only vehicles that can get that close. Everybody else who drives their car or takes an Uber, Lyft, or taxi has to park at the TTC and take a boat over. So you're saving some time. And the last, of course, they're fee-based, but they're not Disney. They're Disney sponsored. That's the Uber and the Lyft and a taxi. Ubers and Lyfts are good. I used Uber in the past. I liked it a lot. Only time I really had an issue with it is when you put your Uber and you say I'm right here and it says I'm at the Contemporary, and your driver calls you and says where's the Contemporary. I don't like that, because then I got to explain to him where I got to go. And more than likely, if I need a ride from Uber and I can't wait, I shouldn't be. Anyway. Taxis, they're most expensive. I wouldn't use a taxi to save my life. Yeah, we did it one time. We did a taxi one time because the monorail broke down. And we were trying to get to Epcot from, I believe, Magic Kingdom. And we hit a taxi because it was right there. That's the only reason why. That was a very expensive ride, though. Another tip I've heard, again, we don't fly, we drive down every time. An Uber ride from the international airport to Disney World is about $26. And a taxi ride is somewhere near $50. Go figure. All right. Well, down to an issue at hand. I got to say this. My good buddy Joe Quat, you may know him, you may not know him. He's on the Mickey Dukes podcast, which is a very good podcast. Go check him out. I'll put a link down at the bottom. He did a rant the other day about the monorail system. I've been going for years to Disney World. I think the monorail is an icon, like he said, to the park. It's an iconic symbol of the park. But lately, I say past 5-6 years. Hold on. Preface this. If you're new to this Disney World thing, take this with a grain of salt. If you know what I'm talking about, this is me trying to get something off my chest. Just, again, if you're new, don't take it to heart. But monorail has been very lackluster in service the past 5 years. Very unreliable. Very unreliable. Which upsets me because that's my favorite. It's my favorite ride in the park. Yes, monorail is a ride. But past 5 years, we've been staying at the Polynesian, which is a monorail resort. And this monorail is supposed to open about 30 minutes prior to park opening. I could probably count on one hand how many times in the past 5 years the monorail has been operating 30 minutes prior to park opening. Which means they gotta wait on a bus. Now, buses are reliable, but it takes between 15 and 30 minutes to make a round trip, no matter where you're at. So think about 15 minutes. So at the Poly, it takes 15 minutes to get there, stop. 15 minutes to get back, stop. And then altogether. So that's about 45-minute wait. Hell, make it 50, make it an hour. Depends how many people they gotta let off and all that good stuff. But the monorail system is supposed to be a reliable service. It's supposed to get you there fast. Hence why you pay those extra prices. And y'all probably seen the videos of Monorail Red and his door opening. And that's a little scary. Very scary. What if my boy was on there, and again, special needs boy, he doesn't understand what's going on. He sees the door open. He might think he might think it's time to get off. And this is not the first major incident they've had with the monorail system. I think maybe then they had one catch on fire. Don't ask me today. They had 2 wreck. Recently, actually, they had 1 breakdown for hours. And the last monorail to be, the last time they had an update with the monorails of the track system was 1989. 1989, coming up on a lot of years. Yeah, they updated the computer system, but something's not working. When the monorail system is supposed to be a faster form of transportation and it's never reliable, that's a problem, that's an issue. However, like I said, as of yesterday, certain places have said it is closed for refurbishment until further notice. Hopefully, they're going to fix it. I do not think they're going to remove the monorail system. This may be a stupid idea, but for one thing, we'll have an eyesore of tracks all around Magic Kingdom parks, or around Magic Kingdom resorts, and all the way to Epcot. They're just going to let them sit? I don't think so. They'll figure something out. They got to. Anyways, thanks for watching this. You got any questions, got any concerns, comments down below. Sorry for my rant. Not really, but thank you for watching. Let me know if you like this thing. Share with your friends, share with your enemies. And you'll have a good day.